Hey, this is Angie of Happy Healthy Vegan, and today I've got a really easy recipe video for you. So a few of you have asked me how to make the celery salt that I've used in a couple of my salads, so I'm here to answer that question. So it's pretty simple, though it is going to be a 2-day process, so I'll probably come back in another outfit to finish the recipe. But here we are. To start off, we're going to need a couple heads of celery, with the yucky tops cut off and the bottoms as well, and wash it pretty good. Sometimes there's bugs in there. You're also going to need a food processor or a sharp knife, a dehydrator to do the dehydrating, and a coffee grinder to grind it up. So let's get started, shall we? So if you're using the food processor, you're going to want this blade on there. I don't know the name of it. I'm actually using the fatter slice side rather than the skinny slice side as well. And obviously put your lid on, and then we're just going to be feeding the celery right through here. Here we go. Now the next step is just to pour all this out onto one of your trays. So here I am with my tray, and I'm just going to kind of unceremoniously dump it right on there and spread it out. Spread it out so that the air can get through and dry it up hopefully pretty quickly. Okay, so I spread out 2 heads of celery onto 3 trays, and this may seem like a lot of material, but you would be shocked how little material you end up with. So I dehydrated the celery overnight at 110 degrees, and wow, it really shrinks down a lot, doesn't it? So I'm going to be just gathering it all up. Okay, so I've packed my grinder full of the dried celery, and now we're going to grind it up. Take a peek. Ooh. It's like, ooh, it smells so good. So, I mean, there are people out there who will say, why would you dehydrate your celery? I remember I brought some celery salt to a Fruit Luck, and someone was like getting all hard line on me. Why would you dehydrate it? Remove all the moisture. Okay, you could look at it that way, and of course eating fresh celery is always best, but I think this is a really great alternative to salt, especially when you're just kind of getting into the no salt lifestyle. Okay, so the last step is going to be bottling it, and I've got an empty jar here, and I'm going to be using a funnel to help guide the salt, as it were. You know, I really shouldn't be calling this celery salt. In truth, it's celery powder. Traditionally, celery salt is made out of celery seeds and salt. So it's really more of a celery powder salt substitute. So here we go with our celery powder going into the jar. It can sometimes get stuck. So you need to give it a little help here. There we are. Oh, it's so pretty. I love that color. I love the smell too. I'm actually really a celery fan. I think why this was the first food I really tried to dehydrate. So let me know how your experiment making the celery powder goes, and what you decide to eat it in, and how that tastes, in the comments below. Please stay subscribed for more recipe demos and health tips from Ryan and I. And enjoy good health. Till next time, keep it carved, baby. Keep it carved.